Powered by the Industrial Revolution, Britain shaped the world. Railways, the steam turbine, the jet engine, broadcasting, computing, genetics. All of them developed in a Britain at the forefront of progress. A country with a proven history of world-changing innovation that made it one of the world's most powerful economies. But that's history. Today's Britain faces the unprecedented challenge of a truly global economy. Other countries are leading today's race to innovate, securing tomorrow's investment and jobs. Our competitors are capturing the future. In this global competition, London competes well. At the center of the world's financial system, it has the best worldwide connections of any city on Earth. But the great industrial cities of Scotland and the English North are poorly served by a fragmented and overloaded national transport system. It means the north of England, once the very heart of the Industrial Revolution, is now £29 billion less productive than the UK average every year. The state of our national transport system is the single most important reason business gives for not investing in Britain. Ironic that, in the land of Stevenson and Brunel. It's time to recapture their spirit and enterprise. Time for genuine strategic innovation to re-establish Britain at the forefront of progress. Time for that innovation to utterly transform transport. To build the world's best national transport system right here in Britain. Not just to make Britain better, more accessible and more sustainable for the people who live here, but to make Britain the sharpest competitor in the global economy. We did it before in the Industrial Revolution. We can do it again. Imagine getting from Manchester to London in under an hour, making the north-south divide a thing of the past. Imagine travelling from Merseyside via Greater Manchester, Yorkshire and Teesside to Tyneside in under an hour, linking 3 ex-industrial regions into one globally competitive super-region for the post-industrial age. Imagine London to Birmingham in 30 minutes, switching millions of journeys from congested, polluting motorways to a smooth, safe and totally reliable alternative. Imagine a Scottish super-city where a journey of only 15 minutes melds Glasgow and Edinburgh together into a World League location for business, for culture, for quality of life. Imagine travelling for less than 15 minutes from Manchester to Leeds for a business meeting, then for pleasure, a trip of 25 minutes for an evening out in Newcastle. Now imagine all that at more than 300 miles an hour.
You've not imagined some science fiction future. You've imagined this, the best transport technology available in the world today. And you've imagined UK Ultraspeed, which will bring this great technology to Britain. Brunel and Stevenson took journeys that took days by stagecoach or canal and turned them into hours by rail. Ultraspeed will turn those hours into minutes. Ultraspeed will empower Britain's economy, enhance Britain's environment. And Ultraspeed, at 250 miles an hour to 300 miles an hour, will transform Britain's transport.
Ultraspeed will use the German Transrapid magnetic levitation system, Maglev for short. In late 2003, the world's first ultra-high-speed Maglev entered commercial service in Shanghai, the signature city of an emerging economic superpower. It uses the Transrapid system, the signature technology for 21st century transport. Millions of people have ridden the system in regular daily service. Every few minutes, Transrapid Maglevs leave central Shanghai for the journey to Pudong Airport. By road, the journey takes up to an hour. By Maglev, it takes under 8 minutes. Hundreds of passengers travel at around 270 miles per hour on every trip. And Ultraspeed's full cruising speed of 311 miles per hour, or 500 kilometers per hour, has also been achieved in Shanghai. The fundamental principle of Maglev, the linear motor, was invented by a giant of British science, Professor Eric Laithwaite. And since the 80s, Germany has invested billions in the most rigorous R&D program ever applied to ground transport, turning Laithwaite's invention into a fully developed transport system for the 21st century. And now, at the beginning of that century, the Chinese have installed the first commercial system. UK Ultraspeed will bring Laithwaite's system home to Britain.
Unlike so many British inventions, where we do all the R&D and our competitors reap all the rewards, this time it's the other way round. Germany's paid for all the R&D. The Chinese have taken all the risk of installing the world's first system. And now Britain can profit. Here's a British invention coming home that will give Britain real competitive advantage in the global economy.
Ultraspeed will link all the major cities along Britain's north-south spine, with journeys that will be faster than short-haul jet aircraft. Journeys will be up to 5 times faster than rail. In just 1 hour, an Ultraspeed with 840 passengers on board will cover distances that can take 8 hours on congested roads. Ultraspeed will link Britain's major population centres with its airports, the vital gateways to the world economy, in a closer and more seamless way than any of our competitors. And Ultraspeed will link existing airports together to form the new super airports needed to meet rising demand for international air travel, without building an inch of new runway. It will be faster, cheaper, more comfortable, more frequent, and more convenient than domestic air travel. Substituting highly polluting short-haul aircraft with Ultraspeed services direct to airports will free up precious runway slots at those airports for more long-haul connections, which Britain needs to remain competitive. Ultraspeed is designed to rebalance Britain, to drive growth and economic development in the English North and Scotland, while simultaneously relieving overheating in London and the South East. The sheer speed of Transrapide enables Ultraspeed to do something not even Stephenson or Brunel could have envisaged. We can serve all the major population centres between London and Glasgow with one mainline route. We can avoid the inefficient and costly split into East Coast and West Coast routes that hampers the UK rail and road networks. Ultraspeed is great for the environment. Transrapide systems produce 0 emissions along the routes they travel, and absolutely 0 emissions if their electricity comes from carbon-free generation. Even with today's power stations generating Ultraspeed's electricity, the system will produce as little as 20% of the emissions of short-haul air travel, and will be around 300% more energy efficient than car travel. So Ultraspeed can answer one of the most intractable questions of our time. How do you maintain economic growth while you also enhance the environment? Ultraspeed does both. We can have a flourishing economy and a transport system that's better for the environment. With Ultraspeed, we can create a better place to live and work. For us, for our children, for Britain.